Poverty is for bad managers. Today, when we have Harvard business schools and we have great engineers and we have great scientists and we have great managers of hospitals and complex organizations, grand scale organizations, there is no reason for there to be a waste of resources, a misplaced resources. Food is thrown out by the hundreds of tons whilst people starve. There are bad allocation of resources, and that is the source of our poverty today, and not because of a lack of materials or a lack of instrumentation.
One of the great problems is people. People change. People's commitment to other people change. People's family commitments change. People's emotions change. People's moods during the day change. So that it's very hard to rely on politicians who come to office for one reason and want to stay in for another reason. And obviously one can't blame them. They also change. And their ideas also change. So one of the great issues and one of the great problems and one of the needs for great solutions is a way to appoint leadership which is more stable than the way that we've appointed it so far. I believe that the most counterintuitive way is actually the best way to identify leadership using artificial intelligence, not using human resources, but using a questionnaire, using data, identifying important subjects, topics, issues which are important to the population at one time, and then identifying the experts in all the fields, from teachers to engineers to scientists to doctors to logicians to managers to whatever they may be, to digital managers, to do the digitalization of government, to identify what the importance are for the citizen, and then to find artificial intelligence search committees, and then to run the great people into government for a period of time where they will take on great revolutionary projects, transformative projects, and they can remain in government for a period of time and then move on again, whilst government and leadership is not as it is today, where there are individual heroes, but rather there are micro-heroes, and there's a way to micro-lead and to distribute leadership and to distribute skills and to distribute knowledge in a very quick and mobile and lateral way, and that can flush the system with everything that it needs for growth.
That is not to say that artificial intelligence will choose leadership, but rather it will provide choice for citizens. Real choice, based on research, based on what is important for the individual, based on calculating the potential of individuals or skills towards the interests of the individual. So a vote, a digital vote for leadership, represents truly what an individual wants, and in that way our elections become more meaningful, and our ability to access skills, specific skills to what we want, becomes far more detailed, so that we can really create whatever we put our minds to. And that is the goal of the next century, as individuals, as humans, refined with all our physical needs taken care of, and with long life and with a lot of advice and insight. Our activities are going to be about creating a prosperous network of individuals, a commonwealth of individuals and skills, so that it would be in everyone's interest. Poverty is not in the interests of a group. Diversity could be in the interests. Possibly the diversity that poverty brings, however terrible that sounds. It might bring cheap labor. It might bring the willingness of a person to do labor that another person wants. Migration, circumstances, or differences of circumstances bring different skills. But poverty per se, that there is no room for in the 21st century. There is no room for it in any century. And I have put my mind to a calculator, a socialator, an artificial intelligence generated peopleator, projectulator, to organize skills and talents and abilities and opportunities towards a future which I think is inevitable in coming.